Oh, mate. Right. You know what to do. You know what to do. Testing, testing. 1, 2, 1, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. 1, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. 2, 2. Well, it seems like it's working, which means I get to go. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Ace Attorney Investigations Collection. Yes, we took a little bit of a break, but now we're back. And as I said in Ratchet and Clank and also 909, we'll be intermingling between a few games now. So, in the last episode, we had gone up to the roof of the big building, see if we can try and find any more clues as to what happened to Kay. Now, it turns out that Kay didn't actually fall off the side of the building because she would be dead. What she did fall into, however, was a secret hatch hidden on the roof of the big building, because it turns out that the pamphlet, should I say, says there's 50 floors. But there's a secret, mysterious 51st floor, one of which contains various lucrative items from my previous investigations. One from the airplane investigation, from the first investigations game. You've got some perfume from Callisto U. You've got, what else was there? I can't 100% remember, but there are various little pieces of evidence from previous investigations that Miles Edgeworth has done. So we're going to go back into the storeroom, because we're also talking to one reporter. Now, we finished off by talking to Miss Hart and saying that we should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. So I said, I damned well didn't, which kind of scratches my scoop. This whole mess has been nothing but a snipe hunt. I should have never come. Ringleader's appearance jotted down. My organizer, we know someone who's dressed like that. Maybe I should try showing that evidence to Miss Hart. You said the ringleader was wearing a white jacket, white gloves, and magenta flower, correct? Sure did. Don't ask me why they was dressed up like that, like a peacock in parade day, but they was. Is this the outfit you saw? Well, holy smokes, it sure as heck is. But, wait, so the big cheese is dead? All we know is that she is the victim in the case we're currently investigating. Her name is Rosie Wigner. Do you know her? Nope. So the ringleader was a lady? Well, ain't that just a slipper and dan deal? Throwing me off with a men's jacket like that. Damn it. I hardly think she did it to fool you specifically. But setting that aside for now, what's important is that we've discovered something vital to the case. Namely, that the underground auction was chaired by none other than our victim. So, somebody done bumped off the boss, huh? And that's what's happening. When what was happening? Oh, nothing at all. Y'all just go about your business now. No offense, Miss Hart, but you made it sound about 5 times more suspicious. Suspicious, my foot? I told y'all it's nothing. You won't get nothing more out of me than that. Wait. So there is more? How many dang times do I gotta tell you? It ain't nothing, okay? And I ain't saying nothing either way. All I can tell is just a little bit more. Pretty please. Oh, fine. I'll tell you this, okay? I'm a journalist, a news hound, a scoop hunter. Ya hear? School of assholes go out, money comes in. That's how the damn the game's played. Tell you more? Heck, I done told you all too much already. Wait, what if I examined some fingerprints for you? You know? Pro bono? What kind of a cockamamie thank you is that? I'd sooner get a tooth pulled. You want intel? You go dig it up yourselves, just like I had to. Okay. She isn't gonna talk to either of us. Oh, she will. I'll handle things from here, Emma. There's a certain technique I find useful when dealing with difficult customers such as her. Let me guess, logic chess? She may not give up the information voluntarily, but that doesn't mean she can't be persuaded to. Is this 20? 20! Hit the big 2-0! Let's start by observing our opponent. Maybe even 21 at this point. I ain't telling y'all nothing, you hear? Now quit wasting my time before I really blow a fuse. As we've seen, she's very quick-tempered. She'll try to get the conversation dead wherever possible. I won't have much time to think, so I'll need to be swift and decisive. Miss Hart is definitely hiding something from me. So my first move is to discover what that something is. Mind chess commence. That's level 21. Tell me what you know. I need you to tell me everything that you know, and don't you dare leave anything out. Go jump in the creek, you big baller. Why should I tell you anything? You don't got nothing to do with me nor with you either. I don't have a clue as to how to proceed with this line of questioning. You better try another attack. I can see you're a little agitated, Miss Hart. Let's just calm down and try to do. Well, I am calm, dang you. Leastways I will be. Just as soon as y'all quit yanking my dang chain. That's better. Mewshound's all about keeping a cool head no matter what the world's throwing at you. Speaking of Mewshounds, this might interest you. I met one a few days ago. She was a very hungry young reporter indeed. A reporter with a very particular turn of phrase. Similar to your own, in fact. Oh, yeah? She spoiled at me, huh? Well, I mean, I guess it could have been someone I know. Silent treatment, huh? Well, take a play of that game. Yeah, perhaps a little more productivity is called for. A lot of very quick tempered. She'll try. Yes, I know. I know! Her name is Tabby Lloyd, and if I had closed my eyes, I could have believed I was listening to you. She told me about somebody called the Chief. She was talking about you, wasn't she? Oh, so y'all met Tabby, huh? Well, ain't that something? Where did you all bump into her? She's a great kid, reckon. Wait, oh no you don't. You ain't getting my good time bringing her into this, you sneaky snake. Ooh, you nearly had me too. Interesting. Talking about Miss Lloyd seemed to make her lower her guard a little. And we use that to our advantage. Why should I tell you anything? Okay, time to deploy my clue. I don't have anything to do with you. That's a little unkind, don't you think? After all, I know you're an apprentice. I know her pretty well, in fact. Yeah? Well, I guess it does seem kind of cold for me to say that if you know her pretty good. One the poor kid thinking I don't give a rat's behind. Good, then you'll tell us what you know. Fine. See, aside this, come here, go. Oh, hey, what am I thinking, dang it, Lotta? Can't bamboozle you that easy. What's that about school? You know, you forget it. It was nothing. How embarrassing. A professional journalist making a careless slip of the tongue. You have a scoop, don't you? Now tell me what it is. Alright, I got me a scoop, a big one. But I just can't go blabbing about y'all. I got bills to pay. That's bills, not pills. She may be hiding something very important. I have to get it out of her somehow. I need to know the details of this scoop. Back, fall up. She's quick to anger, but she's also quick to let key information slip. Now that we know that, it shouldn't be too hard. Let's see what else we can get out of her. Your big scoop involves something criminal in nature, doesn't it? Might be it did. Might be it did. Which is it? This is important. Alright, you don't gotta holler at me like that. I ain't done nothing shameful or nothing. Just snuck in, did some undercover reporting. You realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Oh, quit bribing me, will you? This whole thing's a waste of my precious time. I should read my words all more wisely. This scoop of yours just has something to do with this auction. You know what? I clean forget. You tried to infiltrate an underground auction. It stands to reason to observe something. Otherwise, what would you have to write about? I don't know what to tell you. I didn't hear nothing. Silent treatment, huh? I'm gonna tell this hospital. That's it, I'm out of here. Cusses. So what happens now? I can't give up now, I have to keep pushing. Alright, once more into the breach. Dear friends. Right, okay, so you sneaking in is a problem. I'll really judge of whether your actions were shameful. An unlawful entry into private property is very shameful indeed. In fact, it's a crime. Ah, you did the exact same thing, genius. Oh, but I guess you're a prosecutor, huh? You laughed at yourself like that. Let's not mention the fact that I handed in my badge, shall we? Still, it don't amount to the whole hill of beans, right? There's folks out there who have done way worse. Murder for one, next to murder trespass ain't hardly nothing. From more mutterings about murder just now, I gather that your scoop has something to do with a homicide? No, I was just talking all hypothetical, like. You know about murder being the one and all? Nothing worse than murder. Well, the most skillful invasion I've heard in my career. Look, I done told you, okay? I snuck into the auction, I'll cop to that. But murder? I don't know nothing about no murder. I ain't seen nothing, I heard nothing. Scouts honor. I don't have clues. I perceived the last time questioning. Let's try another tack. I just did that. It's scoop rolls. You do realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Fuck. God damn. I don't know where I'm going with this. My chess comments. Is it related? If you didn't hear the sound of nothing, that doesn't mean you did hear the sound of something. Something during your time in this room. What? Okay, Jesus Christ. What? Well, see, that's... it was nothing, really. Just little noises, huh? Wouldn't even make page 16. Forget I mentioned it. So something happened during the auction. Something made noise of some kind. This could be a valuable clue. Right, so you sneaking in is a problem. So Scoop is about murder. Scouts are time to employ my clue. You told me you heard something during the auction. You claimed it wasn't important, but it must have been. Otherwise, why remember it? I think it was something very memorable indeed. In fact, I believe it was the very cry of a murder victim. Yeah, how do you keep doing that? Alright, it's true. I wound up smack dab in the middle of a murder scene, but only by accident. And that's all you're getting out of me. Won't be no scoop left otherwise. Murder Miss Hart witnessed. Must be the same murder we ourselves have been investigating. She proved to be a very valuable piece of information indeed. Perhaps we should finish her by confirming the credibility of her claim. I have her on the back foot now. Time to finish this! Be honest, Miss Hart, I know there's something you're still not telling me. And on the left tail date, I done spilled my guts already. I'm not as clear as to perceive this line of questioning. Okay, I better try another tack. I need to describe the murder in detail. It's vitally important. I wish I could help y'all, but I don't really rightly recall a whole bunch. Ain't much you can tell you, sorry. I mean, look at me. Can't even get my facts straight half the time. I don't have a clue. You said you wound up in the middle of a murder scene. Is that really true? You're calling me a liar now? Hooey, now I'm mad, real mad. I'm a journalist. I'm not gonna sell stories if folks can't trust me that I'm telling the truth. I got me a motto, you know, faster than anybody, honester than everybody. A motto, huh? That could be an important clue. I should bear it in mind. Yours, Miss Hart? Okay, I need you to describe the murder in detail. I can't imagine being so vague on the facts. It's a trait valued among journalists. Surely accuracy and honesty are what's necessary when reporting on a story. We'll see. Seems your so-called information is not credible after all. Look, there's a murder and I was there. I can even prove it. You realize you have nowhere to turn, don't you? Shit. No. Yes. You can prove it, can you? How? I got it right. Wait, you heard that? I was just talking to myself. I don't think nothing of it. She's still hiding something. This is a very vital clue. I'll need to use it for maximum effort. Time to deploy my clue. I know you've been keeping something from me. That's something that was proof. Proof related to the murder you witnessed. Proof sound enough to form the basis of a story you're hoping to sell. Oh, dang it all to heck. Give me a break, will ya? I'll come clean, okay? That's what you want. Right here, I done snapped me a photo. Happy now? Well, you better be. And that, I believe, once again, is checkmate. Checkmate. 21. Thank you very much. Can't believe I let that happen. Betrayed by my own big mouth. Well, it happened. So it's time to tell us everything. I saw the whole damn thing. Watched that auction from start to finish. Didn't just watch it, right? You took pictures too? Yeah. About that. So, like I said, I was spying on the whole thing right from the get-go. It was all shining out biz, and somebody wins something, and bam! Down comes the hammer. Head on upstairs, and Paige has the old ringleader, and then the whole thing starts over again. Anyhow, as soon as that happened, I had to think quick. That's when I ran behind there, that statue, and hid. And who was it that eventually appeared? I didn't see nothing. But I heard something that made me pretty sure it's whoever placed the winning bid. Sweet, sweet Santa called hot cash. I'm not sure I have any idea what that sounds like. Sound of someone counting bills, perhaps? Or is it the actual bills themselves? I don't know. Anyhow, the deal was you settled your bills up here. I heard two people yabbering for a while. Wait, so two people came up here on the elevator? You betcha. Or, well, lift, as we would call it here in Britain. But you know, it's an American game. Well, it's set in America, so hey, what do I know, right? You betcha. My guess is the other one was our friend, the ringleader. Anyway, yabba yabba yabba, on it goes for a while, and then, a scream. Well, that shook me up pretty good, so I hunkered down in my hiding place and tried to stay out of sight. You didn't see the moment of the murder. But I heard it real good. You didn't try to help whoever was being attacked? Quit trying to be funny, girlie. Don't suit me none. I'm just a daily little journey soul on the lonesome. You think I was fixing to jump in and see the day? Dainty. Anyhow, and there's a bunch of rustling sounds. Right about when I was happening, I got to feel pretty bad about what I'd done. Well, that makes sense, I guess. After all, you didn't... I didn't remember to get out my camera and snap even a single picture. Scuba like that drops right in my lap and I miss it. Somebody ought to tend my hide. Anyhow, then a little more time goes by and there's this kind of clattering noise. And I'm there thinking, gotta get the shoot this time. And so I grab one real quick from in the shadows there. Could we see this photograph? Oh, do I have to? Fine here. A red raincoat. Interesting. Well, that's... the person in the red raincoat, the one who attacked Kay! So, Kay's raincoated assailant also attacked the victim here in the storeroom. They proceeded up the roof where they assaulted Kay. There's only one person in this picture. Where's the victim? Weird, huh? I wondered the same thing. Heard two people, there's only one in the shot I got. I didn't see nobody nowhere else in the room neither. That's the killer, alright. Leastways, I'm pretty sure it is. So are we saying the victim disappeared? How did you know he was a killer just by looking? He's not literally red-handed with blood. Who else would have get there, huh? The auction just carried out after that. Sure did. They just went right along with like nothing had happened. Rich folks is crazy in a box of frogs. I'll never understand how they think. Funny, I find journalists a struggle to understand as well. There it is. If the storeroom was the actual scene of the crime, then you'd expect the body to have been up here at least at some point as well. Huh? Well, yeah. But think back to what Miss Hart told us about how the customers left the auction. Do you remember? Of course. Came from downstairs back to the storeroom and no. Exactly. The killer would have had to hide the body in order to avoid its discovery. The question is, where did they hide it? Emma, if you would mind putting your skills to work for me now. I'd love to. You just say what you need and I'll get right on it. Very well. I'd like you to check for blood residue. Luminal test, in other words. Sure thing. Bear to witness the power of science. I've never seen somebody's eyes actually sparkle with anticipation before. Alright, how about we test the ladder over there first? Based on Miss Hart's picture, it's that person in the red raincoat is about to climb in and make their escape, which means there's a high chance of a positive result. Destination, just press X. That's real luminal light. Never had a slice of blood, you'll see it react like this. Still feels super raw to see it prepared like that. Anyway, that's positive. Still faint. Spraying it a couple more times would be enough to really make it stand out. Yeah, that brought it out nicely. It made it feel that much more real. Anyway, I think you got the gist of how to look for blood traces now, right? I'm sure there's still some more to be found, so why don't you give it a try? Not on the masks! And that's how it's done. Damn,
little look around and see if we can find some other places to test with the luminol.
I feel like the mummy, possibly.
What's this there?
I do.
Sorry, it's a negative.
Okay. Negative.
Ah.
Wasn't much. Well, I didn't think as much, but I had, like, yeah.
Mr. Edgeworth! Blood!
But how could it have gotten there?
Maybe somebody put something with blood in it there.
In there. Blood clothes. Blood.
Still places we haven't tested yet. Let's see what else we can find.
Ow. Negative, negative. Spray some luminol. There, God, there's blood everywhere.
We got positive, there's blood here. But how come?
Probably because this is where the murder was actually committed, I'd say.
Oh, looks like somebody checked the floor below, too. And that's all the blood there is to be found.
Alright, that concludes this phase of our investigation. Blood in a clothes box can only mean one thing. That is where the body was hidden, I'm certain of it.
I wonder who won the box in the auction.
I haven't the foggiest. Still, it's a very helpful discovery.
You just hold your horses there. There's no way the body could have been in here.
What do you mean?
I took a look at that there box when I first got in here. Looked to be just about the perfect size for a little hide and go seek if you need those rolls. And maybe it would have been... Well, if I could have opened it, but it's wrapped in chains and locked up tight. I ain't no Eskimologist. The murder happened just a little after I scoped it out. So nobody had put the body in there.
Wrapped in chains and locked up tight, you say? It's odd. It doesn't look to be wrapped in chains any longer.
Huh? Well, slap my head and call me silly. Could have sworn it was, though.
I think we've examined all we can now.
Great! Time to see what's going on down below.
She ain't leg already, are we, Miles?
Okie dokie. Hey, K-Meister. Yes, Mr. Render?
We're about ready to move out, so I want you to stick with me, okay? Can't have you getting lost.
Of course, I'll be sure to stay close.
When did those two start getting along so well? I don't know myself, but there we go. Investigation complete. This is not at all what I was expecting. Also, has this changed? Is this a different room? A different chamber for prosecutorial excellence? Because I don't remember those two benches there, but otherwise everything is the same, but you know. No, it's the same. Mr. Edgeworth! This room.
This is the auction room? No, this is the committee chamber. way to jump right in my lap, K. Faraday. You got real good, so I'll give you that. Arrest her, man! Arrest her right now!
Wait, but she's...
As for the rest of the riffraff, throw them out into the streets where they belong. You can't do this! This is going way overboard!
Yeah, what she said. Miles, this isn't looking good, I gotta say.
See how the blinding light of justice shines? Yeah! Yeah!
What did I do?
You'll have to forgive me. I meant to hit a certain cowardly ex-prosecutor.
You weren't aiming for him, you were aiming straight at me.
Something keeps getting in my way. Something...
Yeah!
Right, sir. Francisca. So what are you doing here, Mr. Ex-prosecutor? I still believe Kay to be innocent. Adversica is supposed to care what you believe. You no longer have the right to an opinion. I'm Francisca von Karma, and I have no intention of stopping here or now. But you chose to stop by giving up your badge, and so our game has already come to an end. My badge was an obstacle to proceeding along the road I've chosen. I haven't stopped, I simply cleared the way ahead. And now I'm free to follow that road, all the way to the truth. And he goes, wee, all the way home. So don't you think for a second that my conviction has changed. I'm every bit as dedicated as I ever was. You seem to think you know what lies at the end of this road to the truth. In that case, I demand that you show me. I'll explain my current theory first, and if your road fails to lead anywhere, my whip will happily guide it. The victim used her keycard and entered this chamber with her killer. She was then stabbed with a candelabrum by the culprit, and subsequently died as a result. We know the identity of the murderer thanks to the letters she exchanged with the victim, and we know the location of the murder is here in the committee's trial chamber. The blood on the floor in this room pose my theory. Game set und much more address. QED. She's pretty confident, huh? She doesn't lack the courage of her convictions. That's for certain. And I gotta say, I can dig that vibe. I could even give her a hard feel. Pathetic. Well, Miles Edgeworth, do you think you can bring my case crashing down around my ears? If you really have found the road to the truth, perhaps you would be so kind as to point me toward it. I'll be very happy to. Settle in, Francisca. I'm about to pave that road with incontrovertible evidence.
Hold it!
And you're sure the data from the security system is accurate? That data is just like me, perfect in every way. Where is it? Keycard record. Oh, it's Verity. That right. There's no room for doubt on either front. Well, your theory is far from perfect. I suppose I'm not going to change your mind on this so easily, am I? Correct, as I said, the victim entered the room with her killer.
Hold it!
And the stab wounds she sustained are perfect met with the candelabrum in question. 3 wounds conflicted by metallic spikes of some kind in 3 places simultaneously. Even you have to agree there aren't many objects that could do that. Furthermore, Gamma Hertz confirmed the murder weapon in her report. Then there's absolutely no doubt in your mind that there was the candelabrum. None whatsoever. As for the culprit, have you managed to prove conclusively that the letter found on the victim was sent by Kay? I wasn't aware there was any doubt on that front. He's suggesting it was a forgery? If there's any doubt, there isn't any longer. Document analysis turned up nothing. Nothing to suggest the involvement of anyone other than the sender and the recipient or of any forgery. Are you saying they found Kay's prints? No, only the victims. Well then, how can you say we sure that Kay did the deed? Having to been listening, document analysis found nothing to suggest that the letter was a forgery. Face it, the letter was sent by K. Friday, a fact that more than adequately proves the identity of the murderer. Don't you know the location of the murder committed child murderer? And you can prove the murder happened here in the committed chamber, I suppose? Among is perfect in every way, or did you forget that when you handed on your badge?
Objection!
Okay, then it is the other one. Don't show me every meaningless item you'll happen to come in your pockets. At least I'm not giving you meaningless warnings.
Scientifically speaking, though, it looks like it was made to inflict the maximum amount of pain possible.
Well, unscientifically speaking, I can tell you what, that it hurts. A lot.
Objection!
Okay. It was one or the other. I knew it was, yeah. If I remember correctly, the blood discovered in this room was located at the foot of the goddess's justice statue. Murder on the gaze of a divine embrace an act even for a cold-blooded killer. Except that may not be true at all. Take a look at this if you would. It's a blood stain we discovered in the storeroom directly above the committed chamber. As you can see, the blood we found looks to have dripped through the room below. An elevator dripped down from descends directly to the foot of the statue. Ah, you noticed. Then you will agree that the murder cannot, in fact, have happened in this room. I put it to you that the victim was killed in the room above, and only afterward was she moved down here. The goddess of justice did not witness the murder. She witnessed a killer trying to cover their tracks. Why is she smiling? Sigh, I was just thinking about a very similar situation. Well done, Mars Edgeworth. You've proven yourself to be even more foolish than I thought.
Mr. Edgeworth is anything but a fool, sir, and you know it. Yeah!
Have you forgotten the pictures you just showed me? Or are you really that airheaded? Your cursory glance shows there's far more blood here in the committee chambers than upstairs.
Ugh. Whipped and ignored. Oh!
You're trying to tell me that all that blood dripped down from above, Miss Mars Edgeworth. If it had, your storm stay would need to be 10 times as big. I say the murder happened down here. There's no way it could have happened anywhere else. As insightful as ever, Francisco, but it plays right into my hands. How so? You are correct. There's far less blood upstairs than one would expect. And the question is, why? A trifling detail in the face of my previous explanation. Alas, your explanation doesn't account for why there was blood in the storeroom in the first place. Surely you don't think that some sputter managed to shoot itself all the way up there, do you?
Whoa, like some crazy fountain of blood? No way!
No way indeed. It's completely impossible, so how about this? What if this explains the difference in the amount of blood observed? There's far more blood in the committee chamber than the storeroom above, because... No. Badly wrong. Well, the storeroom would surely be when the victim was initially stabbed, but if we consider the point at which the victim was likely to have left the most, perhaps we can explain. Oh, okay. So hot, man. It's so hot! The victim died of 3 stab wounds, wounds that would have bled profusely. Exactly, as proven by the amount of blood we found on the floor of this floor room.
But that doesn't make any sense. None of she was stabbed in the storeroom, so there wasn't much blood up there already.
silence, you half-baked, harebrained Wookiee. Hey, harebrained is a little... Now, stab wound bleeds heaviest at one particular point in time.
Oh, I know. When the weapon is removed, right?
Precisely. I believe the body was brought down to the committee chamber in the candelabrum still in its chest, and then, when it was finally removed, it created the difference in the amount of blood we see between the two locations.
But why? What is the killer trying to do?
I imagine they were trying to give the impression that the murder happened down here. As we know, Miss Ringer's keycard was used late last night. Judging by the time listed in the record, I'd hazard a guess that it was used by the killer when they entered the room to create their elaborate setup. But why would they have needed to do all of this in the first place? Pardon me. Perhaps because a person with a face to hide would fear the storeroom being found in the investigation. If they were involved with the underground auction, they couldn't afford to have their dirty secret exposed. Underground auction? You should take a look at the storeroom for yourself. The items that up there tell quite a story. One that should more than explain what was going on here last night. It's almost endearing, Mazet, to us how desperately you want to protect your friend. There's something just beneath the surface of this case, something bigger than all of us. And the K's only crime was to have the bad fortune to fall right into the middle of it. This is quite the hyperbolic claim, Mazet, to us. Hyperbolic? Me? Are you sure you're the one making a mountain out of my perfectly reasonable molehill? You're working with Interpol on international cases, so why are you investigating a domestic murder? I'll tell you why, because this case has something to do with a smuggling ring you've been chasing. You followed the trail of items being smuggled by the ring, and wound up here. Tell me I'm wrong. Tell me that the something I sense isn't related to any of this. I'm very happy to learn that you're giving up your badge to completely relieve you of your senses. Scoffy here told me about the circumstances that led up to that, by the way. Sorry, sir. I just wanted my help, you know. You did the right thing, Detective. So am I right, Francisco? Is this incident part of the broader case you're working? Or is the underground auction already on Interpol's radar? Wouldn't you like to know? But you don't need to, and so you won't. Then you knew, didn't you? The auction was being held here in this chamber.
Hey, y'all mind if I butt in for a sec? Your victim over there, lady in white.
You're...
Hey, let it get finished, will ya? No good butting and painting the you-know-what. Yeah, well, this lip sure ain't changed her spots.
But testimony is not required, and neither is your presence.
What do you mean? I'm a journalist. You can't go.
You lie is what you are. You lied to us at one time.
Sounds like Miss Uncommon's none too fond of Miss Hart, huh?
I don't think she's our biggest fan.
What's she called? Ringer, right? She was a member of this here committee. She's dressed exactly like the ringleader of that there secret auction. Yeah, stop it! Stop with me, dang it!
What is the meaning of this interruption, Miles? Just explain! Miss Hart here helped us out by describing how the auctioneer was dressed, and it seems they were wearing the exact same outfit in the victim, Miss Rosie Ringer. But that would mean this victim is also the ringleader. No, I will just cut out, sir. It seems I have some new information to consider. It's true that I came here to investigate the underground auction and to arrest its head of operations, the auctioneer. But if Miss Hart is to be believed, the ringleader is dead. I guess that means your journey here today was wasted. I'm just going to save quickly. I suppose it does. Nonetheless, I, Francisco von Kammer, I refuse to leave empty-handed. Time for a rematch with my address. Fine by me, but you may find that your whip will go solely on to use this round. Fine. Except your little explanations, that would make the storms the actual scene of the crime, yes? In which case the murderer is someone connected to the auction. And if the photograph is to be believed, the victim was the auctioneer and the culprit was an attendee. The killer lay in wait for the victim in the storeroom where the exchange of illicit goods was to take place. They then stabbed the victim in the chest with people's piece of merchandise, the candelabrum. There, does that about sum it up? Because I won't be accepting your bottles. I'm afraid I might have to. There's a serious hole in your testimony.
Yes? I didn't spy any either. Couldn't get the one in charge here, Mr. Redruth. Alright then, take it back. You have to witness for us.
And I will take Francisca's testimony to task.
There's a hole. Dear Liza, dear Liza.
It's no good. I'm gonna go grab a drink of water. I'll be back momentarily. That's better. Oh god, my throat is killing me at the minute.
Hold it!
You can see to the point that point rather easily. I can't help but be suspicious. I'm not in the habit of denying facts that are heavily supported by the evidence, as that's all there is to it. You were able to show that the murder actually took place in the storeroom.
Hold it!
And how exactly did you come to that conclusion? Members of the big building staff were questioned extensively, but none mentioned a secret storeroom. It seems its existence was known to only a handful of people. And of course, the storeroom was where the items were being sold and the auction were being kept. Very good, which suggests a link between knowledge of the storeroom and involvement in the auction.
Hold it!
So you believe the victim and the ringleader were one and the same? I do. And the murderer was... Why are you asking her this? You just said the exact same thing yourself, darling. So I did, but I was merely confirming Francisca's reasoning in order to... Oh, don't get me that horse feet. You get caught saying something stupid, you give a little laugh and you move on with the day. The murderer was one of the auction attendees.
What? You don't got no notes for our friend here after that performance of his?
Of course, assuming that our friends and photographer's word can be trusted. I can't quite tell if they love or hate one another. Anyways, the more relevant point here is how the culprit actually carried out their plan.
Hold it!
How exactly did they manage that, may I ask? As hard as in the storeroom.
Objection!
Huh? Yes, hiding someplace. And if you've seen the storeroom yourself, you'll notice there are plenty of other places to hide too. So your silent killer was hiding out of sight while they awaited the victim's arrival. I believe we can reasonably assume that the murder took place after the auction had concluded. After all, the victim was the auctioneer herself. She would surely have needed to be present throughout the proceedings. She thinks it happened afterward. Would you mind adding your test statement to your testimony, Francisca?
Objection!
Objection. Sustained. It seems you're one step behind yet again, Francisco. How so? The auctioneer was not, in fact, the victim, and I can prove it. This is the statement Miss Hart gave us. Well, if she made it, it's not worth the air she used to say it.
I done told you I'm a journalist, dang nabbit, my word is out!
Did I ask you to open your mouths?
Out!
Objection!
Calm down and listen for a second, Francisco. Miss Hart witnessed at least some of the events surrounding the murder. And she confirmed that the auction continued even after the murder had occurred.
You bet it did, and right on like nothing had happened at all.
How would that have been possible without an auctioneer? It wouldn't. So you see, the victim couldn't have been the auctioneer. She was one of the attendees.
No!
As I've been saying since the start, there's no way Kay can be the murderer, as she had been pushed down the hatch by her assailant and knocked unconscious at the time. So then, who was the victim really?
Right, well, if the auction carried on after the murder,
The victim must not have been the auctioneer, but an attendee.
that's enough.
I know that sound all too well.
Order in the courtroom. All rise for the chairman.
Oh, there's no need for all that pomp and circumstance, Verity. Please, everyone, feel free to call me Celsius. Yes, that'll do nicely. Celsius Eustace.
All right, Celsius, what are you doing here?
I just stopped by to be how my boneheaded boy was getting longer. They say there are all sorts of families, but I'm not sure these two are what they meant. I have fire. I thought I might need to light a fire in this investigation, but it seems not. I suspect everyone's hurting iron loafers right back where we started.
Men, detain a suspect immediately.
Wait, Miss Faraday is innocent. Shut your meddling mouth. You're becoming something of a problem, Miles, my boy. I thought I told you. Was this matter cleared up as soon as possible? It's a matter of trust. We can't have our organization be seen to drag its feet. It's murder us, and it's bad for me too. Personally. Sorry, it must be my age.
Your unlawful investigation ends here, and it will not be permitted to resume. In case you have forgotten, you are no longer a prosecutor, and you have no authority here. And what's more, there is a matter of you aiding and abetting a suspect.
She's right, of course, as always. We are godsend, Verity. Everything I do knowingly. If you wish to prosecute me for it, be my guest, but know this. We have uncovered a new suspect. This person here. Miss Faraday was attacked by this You can
Stop right there, Mr. Edgeworth. The ring of your picture was discovered nearby a short while ago. The victim's blood was found on the hood, along with some cherry blossom petals.
cherry blossom petals. Like the ones on the roof.
Yes, they were stuck on the edge of the bloodstains, possibly due to the blood being fresh at the time.
The results came back already, my boys. There's no mistaking it. The person in your picture is the victim. Miss Rosie Ringer. What? No. This completely undermines our entire case. All our assumptions were based on the person of Ringer being the killer. If they were the victim instead, then Kay remains at the top of the suspect list.
Miss Faraday, you testified to having encountered a person in a red raincoat up on the roof, correct? Yes, I did. We now know the person was the murder victim, and you are the only person we know who came into contact with her. As well as who wound up dead, I think we all know how that encounter went.
No, Kay was attacked by that person. She is the victim here, not the aggressor.
As far as I recall, we have yet to see any evidence that proves she was attacked as you claim. And even if such proof existed, Miss Ringer could simply have been acting in self-defense.
Well, you can't just jump to conclusions like that. Kay's innocent.
I'm not.
Kay?
I'm not innocent. I don't want to believe it, but I remembered something. Hearing about the Rinko brought it back. It's just a flash, but I remember what I saw now. Right when it happened. The murderer, it was me. I remember looking down and a person in my raincoat was on the ground. It was me, Miss Treacherous. It was me all along. I'm the murderer. I'm the murderer.
No, you're not. You can't be.
What am I? Why do I have a memory like that? I remember flying in front of me. There was a pool of blood. Why was I just standing there? Why didn't I do something? I know why. It's because I was a killer. This court recognizes the legitimacy of the accused's memories.
What? You said you didn't believe her like 5 minutes ago.
I commend you on your bravery, Miss Faraday. It will not go unrewarded. Praise be to the goddess of justice for her many blessings.
As an official representative of Interpol, I hereby request the suspect be...
We don't have time for this. We must arrest Kay Faraday this instant.
How dare you take that tone with me? It is a gross overreach of authority. I demand that you give us more time to investigate. You say my investigation is lawful? What could be more unlawful than this?
Unfortunately, you no longer speak for the law.
Indeed you don't. Oh, but I do. While I can't help but be moved by your dedication to your friend, I have to agree with Verity.
Speaking of the law, it seems there is one other we must arrest.
Ah, yes, almost forgot. Miles. I shall burn you alive. Oh, all right, listen. What are you talking about? Miss Redwood was doing his job, isn't he? Wrong? He wasn't doing squat. By which I mean to say, unfortunately, Miles is no longer serving in any kind of an official capacity.
You went too far this time, Miles Edgeworth. You conducted an unlawful investigation. Worse, you aided and abetted the flight of a suspect. You are no longer an ex-prosecutor. You are a criminal, nothing more.
Oh, that reminds me, there was supposed to be a hearing today, wasn't there, concerning your conduct? I'll make sure it's officially rescheduled for tomorrow. Although, I fear I already know the outcome. Look at this as an opportunity to reflect on your actions, Miles, a chance to really think long and hard.
This court is adjourned. To be continued.
Yeah, I think that's a good place to save and leave off for today. I think so, don't you? Alright, you're in jail. Oh, how interesting. But if you guys did enjoy this episode, please don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. It really does help. Click the bell icon down below to be notified when I live stream or upload a video. And I'll see you guys in the next episode.